Meanwhile, in South Africa, senior members of the ruling African National Congress have supported calls for a judicial inquiry into allegations of state capture. They want President Jacob Zuma to set up the commission without delay. On Sunday, Zuma survived yet another motion of no confidence, as CGTN's Yolisa and Njamela reports.
The ANC is adamant that calls for President Jacob Zuma to step down are not about him, but rather about removing the party from power.
The ANC sought to have a detailed analysis of the consequences of removing its sitting president, appreciating that some calls, especially those made by the opposition, are not so much about removing the president, but rather dislodging the ANC itself from power. We must be able to deal with those issues, minimize mistakes that we commit, because it is our own mistakes and our own goals that open us up to the opposition forces.
But some calls have come from within the party. Senior ANC leaders have expressed unhappiness over the president's decision to fire Pravin Gordhan, a decision that led to credit rating downgrades.
A number of members of the NEC were of the view that the ANC should listen to this call. Various contributions in support against the appeal to the president to step down were raised. Many more were neither for or against the appeal, but emphasized the need for unity within the organization.
While Zuma has survived, he faces another motion of no confidence by members of parliament sometime this year. That motion was tabled by the opposition party, the Democratic Alliance. There's also an impeachment case that will be heard at the Constitutional Court. That one was brought by another political party, the EFF. It will be heard on September 5.
Mantashe says the party supports a judicial inquiry into state capture, which will also investigate whether big business is influencing the government. Yolisa and Njamela, CGTN, Johannesburg, South Africa.